Solo finally broke Roman. Tribal combat unseen footage. Roman Reigns' darkest battle. Solo versus Roman gets personal. The bloodline finally explodes. What if I told you the most brutal part of Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa never actually made it to television? And what if the real ending to tribal combat wasn't the one WWE wanted fans to focus on? Because the deeper people look into this unseen footage, the stranger this entire bloodline war starts to feel. You know, it's funny. WWE called it tribal combat. Fans called it cinema. But after seeing the extra footage floating around from the Raw on Netflix premiere version of Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa, honestly? This wasn't just a wrestling match anymore. This looked like two men trying to erase each other from family history. And that's what makes this whole thing uncomfortable in the best possible way. Because Solo Sikoa didn't wrestle Roman Reigns like a challenger. He wrestled him like a man carrying years of anger in silence. And Roman? Roman didn't even look confident walking into that fight. That's the first thing people noticed in the unseen footage. Not the weapons. Not the crowd. Not the violence. Roman's face. There's this moment before the match officially explodes where the camera catches Roman staring at Solo for a little too long. Not in the usual final boss way either. It almost looked personal. Like Roman already knew something bad was coming. Like he understood this wasn't going to end with one spear and a dramatic pinfall. And honestly, can we blame him? Look at everything that happened leading into this. The bloodline shattered. Paul Heyman caught in the middle. Family members choosing sides every week like it's Thanksgiving dinner from hell. Jimmy USO confused. Jey USO emotionally exhausted. And Solo Sikoa slowly turning into this cold, unpredictable monster who genuinely stopped caring about consequences. That's the scary part about Solo now. He doesn't react anymore. Old Solo used to stand behind Roman like silent security. New Solo walks around like he's already buried everybody mentally. The man stares through people now. It's terrifying. It's also somehow hilarious when commentators pretend they're not scared of him. Michael Cole be sounding like he's reading hostage notes sometimes. I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. But the unseen footage added a completely different layer to this story. There's one sequence especially that fans cannot stop talking about. Roman gets thrown into the barricade hard. Hard enough that even the crowd noise changes. You know those moments when wrestling fans stop screaming and suddenly go oh-ho? Yeah. That kind of impact. But the broadcast version cuts away quickly. The director's cut doesn't. Instead, the camera stays locked on Roman while he's down near the barricade. And Solo slowly walks toward him without rushing. No panic. No adrenaline. Just calm rage. That's somehow worse. A screaming wrestler feels emotional. A quiet wrestler feels dangerous. Solo picks Roman up and says something directly into his face. WWE muted parts of it on the televised version, but fans close enough near ringside swear Solo said, "You made me become this." Now whether that's exactly what he said or not, the energy of the moment absolutely felt real. And Roman's reaction? That's the detail nobody can ignore. Roman didn't trash talk back. He just stared at Solo almost like regret hit him for a second. Not fear. Not anger. Regret. And suddenly the whole tribal combat match changes meaning. Because now it's not about who the tribal chief is anymore. It's about whether Roman Reigns accidentally created the very person capable of destroying him. That's cinema right there. That's the kind of layered storytelling wrestling fans beg for every year. And listen, if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, hit that like button and subscribe because we need more wrestling stories that actually feel like giant movie scenes instead of random people arguing backstage beside crates every Monday night. Like seriously, why are there always crates backstage? Who ordered all those crates? Anyway. The deeper the match went, the uglier it became. Not ugly in a bad wrestling sense. Ugly emotionally. There's a spot from the unseen footage where Roman tries talking to Solo mid-match. It happens right before Solo launches a chair directly into Roman's ribs. And for 1 second, just 1 second, Roman almost sounds desperate. You rarely ever hear that from him. This is the same guy who spent years acting untouchable. The same Roman Reigns who manipulated the Bloodline with confidence, controlled entire locker rooms with one promo, and walked around like WWE literally belonged to him. But against Solo? That aura cracked. You could hear it in his voice. And I think that's why fans became obsessed with this match afterward. Because underneath all the violence, this felt weirdly human. Family fights are never clean. Especially when pride gets involved. Especially when both people believe they're right. And Solo clearly believes Roman failed the family. That's the terrifying motivation behind all this. Solo isn't chasing glory anymore. He genuinely thinks he's fixing something. In his mind, Roman corrupted the Bloodline. Roman manipulated everybody. Roman turned loyalty into fear. And honestly, was Solo completely wrong? That's what makes this storyline dangerous. The villain actually has a point. You can even see traces of old Roman tactics in Solo now. The intimidation. The silence. The manipulation. Roman basically trained his own replacement by accident. That's like creating a boss battle in a video game and then realizing you forgot to give yourself enough health to survive it. And then came the moment WWE barely showed on television. This is where things get crazy. Roman finally hits Solo with a massive spear outside the ring. The crowd loses its mind. Security starts moving around. Commentary goes full dramatic mode. It looked like the turning point. Except it wasn't. Because the unseen footage reveals Solo laughing afterward. Actually laughing. Not loudly. Not cartoonishly. Just this exhausted little laugh while pulling himself back up. And Roman sees it. That's the moment Roman realizes Solo isn't scared of him anymore. You can literally watch the confidence drain from Roman's face in real time. For years Roman controlled people through fear. Brock Lesnar. Sami Zayn. Jey Uso. The Usos. Even Paul Heyman looked stressed every second of his life near Roman. Honestly, Heyman aged about 14 years during the Bloodline saga.